They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. This is high roller time. High roller time, Euro wheel, angels, streets. And we're ready to go. We're going to have a $4,000 buy-in. We're going for $4,600. We're going to be betting in $10 units up to down one.
Right? That doesn't make sense. It's 550, right? 4,000? 150 per thousand? Or am I not learning how to count right?
Well, I think 4,000, 10% is more.
Yeah,
That's
$600.
$600.
Yeah.
We haven't done high roller. Well, we can't do percentages here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got $4,000 buy-in for the high rollers, and we're going for 4,600 Euro wheel, angels, streets. We're going to use $10 units. We're going to start with 3 units on 8 streets. We're using the rotation number 3, set of numbers number 3 from 12 sets that you will have at your beck and call. One email, and you're going to get them sent to you in beautiful living color. So we're going to start right now with $30 bets.
For the kings and queens.
For the kings and queens, you're going to get them right away. Euro wheel, angels, streets. $4,000 buy-in. So with that loss, we're going to go to a $50 bet. Up 2 units from 30 to 50. And with that win, we're going to drop back to 40. And we were right there. So we're going to start 40 on 7th Street. This is data set rotation number 3 of 12 that will be given to you. You're not obligated to use all 12. You're obligated to test them tirelessly and come up with the ones that you like. So that was a $40 bet, Angel, right? So we go to 30?
Yeah.
We're going to go to 30 beginning on 10th Street. Going down as D'Alembert sequence because of the winds. That's 30.
I always think if you lose 2 and then you go all the way back down to $10, you should just quit for the day.
That's one way to look at it. We're up $120. We're going with a $30 bet now. And that's a 17. That's a winner of $120. So we're up $240. And so we're starting on 13th Street with $20 bets.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you should. Should we go below?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, we have to. All right.
But that's kind of my point, though. If you lose 2 or lose 1, and then you go all the way back down to the basement, you should just go drink a coffee, reset. Because that was a pretty good run.
You've won your way back. You're up 240, and there's the 0 as you were fully suspected. Okay, so we're going to $40 bet, and we're going to start it on 16th Street.
But the high roller has that big buy-in.
Yep.
They want to make their money.
Yes, they do. And we go to a $60 bet that starts on 19th Street. $60. We'll go to $80 bet starting on 22nd Street. We go to a $70 bet that starts on 25th. That's $70. And then we have a $60 bet that starts on 28th. th Street, $60. And then we have a $50 bet that starts on 31st Street. Not to be missed in all this commotion is that long fight back we got to this plus $120. This is the Angel's Point. The numbers do bear itself out. The streets will deliver. Never fear, just keep playing. Keep throwing the random numbers at it. And we're going to have to keep doing it because we got a $70 bet coming up that will begin on 34th Street. High roller, $560 in play. We're going to have a $60 bet that's going to start at the beginning. Right back, total reset of rotation number 3 with a $60 bet. 480 total. There it is. And an $80 bet. Go to a $100 bet starting on 7th Street.
But that's why you got $4,000.
Yep.
We know that this thing performs.
Got to endeavor to persevere. And we have a $120 bet coming up, start on 10th Street. And we'll go to $110 starting on 13th. $130 bet starting on 16th.
Going through a little bit of adversity.
Yes, we are. You got to play on. And now we have a $120 bet that we will start right there on 19th Street with. $120 bet. Nope, that's wrong.
In the one.
Yep. And that is correct. $120 bets. And go to a $140 bet. We'll start that on 22nd. So it's 130 now.
Yep.
We'll start at 25.
This is why sometimes I think you can mix with the rotations a little bit, and it might give you a little bit more of a chance to have more wins in a row.
So that was going to a $110 bet now, starting at street number 28.
Yep.
Now an even $100 bet, and we start on street 31. And a $90 bet, and we start on 34. Oh man.
You just delete it all.
Yep, $90 bet.
I'm starting on 31.
Yep, start on 34. And add the 50s. $720 bet, $90 per street. And the $110 bet is going to start at the beginning.
We're trying to climb out of this. It's a slog.
Yes, it is. That was a $110 bet, so we're going to do a $100 bet.
Well, and quite honestly, that's what happens when you have 20. It becomes a slog. You either lose when you have so many numbers. You're in for a battle sometimes.
Well, we're trying to avoid having the triple martingale huge bet, and so that's why you've got to win more. So you got to win a whole lot more than you lose. So we're going to go to a $90 bet, and we're going to begin on street number 7.
Yeah.
We're going to play it exactly the right way. I can promise you that. If there's a mistake, it'll be a complete accident. Because we are going to work hard to be precise. $90 bets will be $720. Spread over 8 streets, with 4 streets vacant. That being one of them. So we have $100 bet.
So that was 90. So now you're going to 110.
110 starting on 10th Street. $110 started on 10th Street. Now we're going to go to $100 starting on 13th. $100 bet, 800 in play. We're going to go to 120.
Sometimes I'm thinking when you're struggling, even reversing the rotation, playing some games with it might be what it's called for. It's hard to tell.
We're going to go to 110 starting from 19th Street.
We were at 120 before.
I believe.
Okay.
I believe it was. If we weren't, somebody's going to correct us and we'll go, oops. 110. So let's go to 100, starting on 22nd. $100. And go to 120. And that will put us at 110, starting on 28th Street. 5 of them in a row. Skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, and add 100. For $880 bet. 110. And we're going to go to $100. And we're going to start on 31st Street with $100 on 5 in a row. Skipping 1, 8 bets, $800. We got a $90 bet coming up, Angel. Starting on 34th Street.
Looks like we've been here before.
We have. Yes, we have. We have seen this turf before. And that's a $90 bet. Now we're going to go to an $80 bet that begins at the beginning. It's a good place to start.
Because we're kind of like at the beginning of the game again.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. If you look at where our profit is, you're gonna laugh. It's at the beginning too.
We are at $80.
So now you're just starting where you would like to start.
$80. Here we go.
Session win 0. And that didn't last very long.
We go to $100. And we start on 4th Street. And we go to $120 and we start on 7th. Go to $110 and we start on 10th. Go to $100. We start on 13th. We go to $90 and we start on 16th. $90. We go to 110. We start on 19th. We go to $100. We start on 22nd. And we go to 90 starting on 25th. to $80, and we're going to start this one on 28th Street. Look out.
Well, that was a slog.
Okay, so yeah, it was, but then again, that's what proves it. What proves it is you stay with it, you play the algorithm, the patience and discipline part, the third tenet, it's in play.
Have the correct buy-in.
You got to have the right buy-in. You got to do the betting exactly precisely, because these numbers will yield the win. After that, what matters is, do you bet it correctly, patiently, staying the course. Don't get frustrated. Don't lose your focus, because you got $4,000 out there. You just made well over 15% in one session. If somebody on Wall Street could do that, they would kill if they could do that. But you can do it, and these numbers are going to bear themselves out. There's 12 rotations of numbers. This was rotation number 3. Rotation number 3 is as good as any of them.
Well, you started on 3.
We started on rotation number 3. Yeah.
We went through all of them in this melee.
Oh yeah, we're keeping it random all the way through.
Yeah,
Moving as we go.
Yeah.
So you cover every number. You covered every possibility.
Yeah, every rotation was covered in this video. We just started on 3.
So all the rotations are available. Kings and queens, give us a shout. I hope you enjoyed the plus money that we made today. Instead of we made $80 extra, and okay, we were underwater 90% of the time. But it doesn't matter where you are; it matters where you end, and that's exactly what happens when we play it right. So if you please like this video. It helps us if you like the session. We're putting in the work. We're going to continue to put in the work, and we are moving forward towards some really big things coming up. So, for the angel, the king bids the high rollers adieu.